Welcome back, friends. We're so happy to welcome the Executive Director for Better Life in Recovery, David Stoker. So good to see you.
Absolutely.
So, we have a Founders Day of Caring coming up here at Nexstar, our parent company, and we're going to be volunteering at Better Life in Recovery. I got to be honest, I had never heard of your organization before. So tell our viewers all about it and what your mission is.
So when I first got into recovery, there wasn't a whole lot of fun things to do. So I started going out and doing things like barbecues, open mic nights, and inviting people to come. And over time, kind of jumping from like free library space to free church space, it got confusing for people as we started doing more events. So we ended up getting, I partnered with two other people. We opened up a brick and mortar for it called Springfield Recovery Community Center.
And what is it you do there?
We do about 120 groups and events a month. So we do everything from like support groups like 12 Steps, Smart Recovery, Faith-Based Recovery, to life skills classes. We have a computer lab so that people can look for jobs. We help people get connected to treatment, to housing. I have 3 recovery coaches that are on my staff, so anytime anybody comes in, they can get free coaching and then get kind of guided to where they need to get if they're looking for help. And if they want to take their recovery to the next level, we really support that.
Something you said when you first started is like, after recovery, there wasn't anything fun to do. Is it almost retraining your brain to have different activities than the one you were in before that got, you know, into that situation?
Absolutely, and a lot of the things that we like to do, like I love to float. And floating, very much, you're surrounded by groups drinking and everything else.
For sure.
So,
yeah.
like if it's you and one other person, that can be a really dangerous situation. But if there's 30 of us out there floating together and somebody has something that activates their urge, they're going to get the support they need. So
it's about support.
Absolutely.
Almost like what you think of when you think of other organizations, that keeping people accountable.
Right.
How many people do you have coming into the facility here in Springfield? Because I'm sure, you know, it's a problem everywhere, but, you know, it's a problem here in Springfield.
Last year we had just under 25,000 people through the door. This year I think we'll break 30. Yeah.
Wow. So when they come in, what is the mindset? What is the goal? How many success stories do you have? Or is it just day by day?
It's day by day, but I mean, we have some that are amazing. We worked with a guy who had gone to prison at 17 and had done 20 years. And this is one of my favorites. We took him, he was, you know, almost 40, and we helped him get his driver's license for the very first time.
Oh my gosh.
You know, never had a driver's license, so.
Wow. It's fascinating. You must hear so many stories and meet so many people at different levels of recovery.
Right.
Is it true, though, that, you know, we hear on TV, I have people in my family in recovery, so I understand it somewhat to a degree. I don't understand the mentality of the addictive personality.
Right.
Is it true, though, that somebody needs to want to get help before they can actually get it?
I truly believe that if I was a therapist for 8.5 years, I like to say I'm a recovering therapist. And what I do know is if somebody showed up and sat at my desk, there was something that they wanted. It might have been just not to go to prison, but that gives me something to work with.
That's fascinating. Now, at the center, are you looking, can people volunteer? How can people help?
Multiple ways. Volunteers are always welcome, especially for our bigger events and things like that. I mean, Tuesday and Thursday, we've got a bigger group there. We'll have 140 people that come for our groups Tuesday and Thursday evening. There's been lots of budget cuts, so anybody that wants to donate, we are always open to donations.
What type of donations do you need? Monetary?
Monetary helps. Right now we're looking for an SUV, like a full-size SUV. All 3 of our vans got hit in the hailstorm.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
So a couple of them got totaled out, and I think we're going to downgrade from the vans to a full-size SUV, and then my manager has a full-size SUV, so it's enough for us to get to the floats. Like, that's another thing I really like to do. We have a stream team, so we've picked up about 8.5 tons of trash out of Missouri riverways, just people in recovery and their families giving back to make their community better. Oh,
that's fantastic. You said you have big group things on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do you have things going on most nights of the week? Are there different things that people can find out about if they want to seek treatment?
If they go to betterlifeandrecovery.com, they can look stuff up there. There's also a Facebook page. There's Springfield Recovery Community Center, Better Life and Recovery Facebook pages. We're open Monday through Friday from 12 to 8, and then Saturday from 12 to 6. And then some nights we're there till 11 or 12 if we have like open mic night, game night, bingo night, something like that.
And it's probably great just to get together with like-minded people and, and play a game and just get your mind off, the reality of some certain situations.
Right, and release some of those endorphins. I think that's one of those things we chase dopamine. So if we can find healthy ways for people to get those small bursts of dopamine, I think that helps offset some of those cravings and some of that desire for old behaviors.
Right, and it's hard to change, believe me. I understand it. I have family in similar situations. I know we're going to be there on June 12th for Founders Day of Caring. What all are we going to be doing, do you think, on that day?
On that day, so with the last budget cut, we actually had to move from our old location. We're now in the basement of a church, but there's a separate entrance that we're going to redo the entrance so that people don't have to walk through a sanctuary for the people that have like church trauma.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of
It's
people,
a true thing,
unfortunately. We're looking, there's a green space in the back. We're looking at putting in 6 picnic tables, a couple of horseshoe pits, putting a volleyball court back there. And then we're also going to revamp our clothing closet. We work with a couple organizations at the mall that donate. Every new season, they donate last season's clothes. So we have like business clothes people can come there and get. So we want to redo that closet. I know y'all have an artist on staff who is going to come in and do a mural.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's so great. That's a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
And again, if somebody wants to donate or volunteer or find out more about the organization, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
If they go to betterlifeandrecovery.com, it's actually on the landing page, what we need. What we're asking is like if somebody wants to donate like the horseshoe pit or one of the picnic tables, we'll put a plaque on there. So donated by their business, or if they lost a loved one, it could be in memory of.
That's
so
a
that
great
people
idea.
can see that.
David, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
what you're doing. Thank you, and we'll see you June 12th. For more information, make sure you check out the website, and if you are able, you can donate your time or money or a picnic table. Thank you so much. Good
Thank
to
you very
see you.
much.
All right, don't go anywhere. We have some Show Me Trivia right after this.